So just find your feet. So you want a shoulder width stance. You want to be nice and tall through the crown of the head. You want to relax the shoulders, sink the hips, and just take some slow, deep breaths. So notice the breath as it comes in, notice the breath as it comes out. You want to feel that you've got lots of space under each of your arms. You want to feel that you've got room in the shoulder, elbow, wrist joints, hips, knees, ankles. So you just want to feel the crown of the head float up. You want to feel the sitting bones and hips, I'll just show you that from the side, sink down. And just gently draw the toes in. So that you're activating the arches of the foot. So you draw the toes in slightly. So it's not like a grip, it's like a gentle holding, as if you're standing on some soft sand and you're just feeling the sand underneath each foot. Relax around the jaw. Softly gaze forwards. Listen behind and above. And while you're standing, you're lengthening upwards and downwards. You've got a good solid contact with the feet and the ground. Notice what you can hear. So you're listening behind and above, and you also want to softly gaze forwards as if you're looking into the far distance. So you want to cultivate a relaxed but alert gaze. Again, you're following the breath as it goes in and following the breath as it comes out. And very gently just turn the waist, just allow the arms to flop round. I will show you that from the diagonal view. So yeah, there's normally at least 3 more people here, so I think, oh, never mind. This does get recorded and put up on our YouTube channel. We've got a dedicated Grey Heron Internal Arts YouTube channel that has all the classes we teach all week long. I think legally we have to record what we do because of the governing body I'm with. But it makes quite a useful reference for students who come. So I'm turning the waist. So that's this area here. I'm lengthening through the spine. And I'm breathing. So that you're sort of feeling a bit longer, and also that you've got this solid connection to the ground. Again, feeling the ground under your feet, feeling the head float up, weight sink down. Noticing what you are sensing. So this was one of the first exercises I ever learned when I started learning Tai Chi. And it's very good. So just feel your natural connections through the body. See if you can relax the wrists, relax the fingers, relax the palms of the hands. Make your palms a bit bigger. So while you're doing this, you want to cultivate space. You want to feel that you've got lots of room in the body. You're alert, but calm. Okay, have a little shake out. And just, okay, we'll just tune in to the sensation of contact with the feet. So this next exercise, it's actually quite good to do on different surfaces. So, you know, maybe on concrete or on nice thick grass or on nice thick carpet or rug, because then you get to feel different sensations under your feet, and also on uneven surfaces. So I've done it outside on sort of lumpy grass, and it's quite interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to aim our weight to go through, it's just behind the ball of each foot. This is now a foot, so about that point in the foot, and you're aiming your weight to go through it, and you're just going to transfer your weight. So you want to keep your hips lined up with the knee, lined up with the foot, lined up with the shoulder rather than sticking out, and you relax around the hip area and the knee area and the ankle area. So it's a little bit cold and chilly outside, so we're going to make sure all our joints are comfortable and mobile. So again, you're lengthening up through the crown of the head. Your chin, if I just show you that from the side, it's not too far forward, it's not too far back, but you imagine you're resting your chin on maybe a tennis ball or a cricket ball, looking forwards, listening behind and above. So we're just feeling the weight shift from foot to foot. Create some space in your body. So feel that in all your joints, you've got lots of room to move. Relax around the jaw. So you imagine you're softening. You want all your muscles to kind of soften and release and sinking. And as the muscles sink, think of the bones, your supporting bones, as holding you up, supporting you, and this upward feeling in the supporting bones. So you want to get your weight through the exact same spot through each foot. Don't worry if it moves around, just be aware of what's happening. Keep breathing. Okay, back to the middle. So make sure your weight is 50-50. I'll show you what we do next. So now sideways on. What I'm doing is I'm very gently rocking forwards and back, and I'm aiming my weight to go through either the middle of the heel or slightly at the end of the heel to where the ball of the foot and toes meet, and you've still got that bit of string pulling you up through the crown of the head, and you're sinking down and you're relaxing. So going forwards and back. Again, gently holding with the toes. And while you're doing this, really pay attention to what you can feel. Okay, just allow your weight to settle just behind the ball of each foot. So the quality in the hips and the sitting bones is you imagine you're just about to sit down on a high chair, and you're just about to sit down, and that is the feeling you're cultivating in this part of your body. So it's like you've just gone, oh. And then when I first did the this method of standing with Master Chung, he used to call it sitting. So it does kind of feel like you're about to sit down. So that's where he gets that from. Okay, just tune into the springs in your body. So you've got springs in the legs, you've got spring in your spine. You've got springs in the arms. And we'll just do this as if you're another class member. Good-o. So we're just springing, and hopefully, yeah, we're missing Darren and a couple of other people. So I don't know. There's obviously some internet. Yeah, well done for making it. Good job. That's more like it. So we're only missing 2 more. So, oh well, you can always watch the video afterwards. So it just, when you're doing this, feel that this part of the spine is opening a bit. It kind of reminds me of like a pepper pot being shook. Just keep your breathing natural and even. Okay, now we're going to do this one. This is one I learnt from Andrew Heckett. And you just let the arms drop and you fold. That'll come a bit closer. You can't see my feet now, but you can see what I'm doing. So, and then if I remember, I change the arm what's in front, but only if I remember. And you're using the rising and falling of the hips. You're using the springs in the legs. So it's one of the loosening exercises. And we're all just breathing naturally. Just breathe naturally. Feel the shoulders sink. And then turn the palms up so that you're opening in the chest and you're opening in the palms of your hands and the fingers. I'll show you that from the side. So I keep my arms in front. That's it. So you keep this open feeling. Okay, couple more times. And then just very slowly come to a stop. Just stand for a moment. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the next loosening exercise very slowly from the front and also from the diagonal view. We'll see how we get on. So this is the loosening exercise I learned from Master Chung. Starts like this. You transfer your weight, you turn the waist, close in the front and the back. So that the hand, the whole of the forearm goes across the chest diagonally. The back arm goes across the back, the lower back. And you also transfer the weight. So I'm doing this movement. So I go into the leg and I turn to the opposite corner. I put my weight into the leg, turn to the opposite corner, and this is what it looks like from the diagonal, and this is what it looks like from the side. So let's just have a go. I'll do it from the back as well. So if you can see, my arm just stays quite low across the back, and then the other arm, that's it. And we're all breathing. Fab. So again, you're tuning into the springs of the body. Nice and relaxed. And we're keeping nice and tall through the head, and we're scanning eye level from one corner of the room to the other. I'll show you that from the side. So I'm scanning to the corner, I'm scanning to the corner, looking forward, listening behind, and breathing. Fab. Keep breathing some more, relax more, sink the hips. Let go in body. Breathe in and out. Fab. Okay, we'll let that cook for another week. So just feel the feet again. Check your posture. Breathe in, breathe out. Check your toes. Make sure you're softening in the ankles and the knees, sinking the hips, lengthen through the spine. Just own your space and feel comfortable. You want to feel nice and comfy. And then we'll just do this one. So this one, when I did this with Master Chung, he does this leg bounce thing. So you just let the arms drop and you're relaxing in the elbows and the wrists. You're looking forward, you're listening behind. Sinking in the muscles, lengthening and rising the bones. Keep breathing some more, very good. And then just let the arms go. Check your posture again, turn the waist, just allow your arms to swing behind. I'll show you that from the side view. Turn the waist. I'll show you that from the diagonal view. So I'm still keeping my soft focus gaze forward. Nice and relaxed in the body. Breathing. Okay, next. So this is an exercise I learnt from Barry. What you do is you make a fist with both hands. So you punch up to the, oh good, I have got enough room. Punch up to the air, let go, and as your arm gets behind the shoulder, I slightly lift up with the heel slightly leaves the floor. So I'll show you from the side. So we'll do 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just make it gentle. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, the final movement wobbling. So you imagine you've got a pot of paint and you've dipped your hands in a pot of paint each, and either side of your Wu Chi posture is a big sheet of paper. And then as you do this, the paint blobs drop and make a perfect circle. So it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm using my hip, and my knee is going slightly forwards and back. I'm turning my waist a bit, and I'm letting the shoulders really go, sinking the hips so that the arms move in a circle. Again, nice and tall through the spine. Relax the shoulders, relax and sink the hips. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, shake your hours. Kick your legs a bit. Okay, we'll do one I do on a Friday as well. What you do is you kick forwards first, then you go out to the corners, you go across to the corners. We'll leave the one where you go fully to the side, and then you lift your heels up to your glutes, and then you tap the sides of your ankles, and then you do that one, and we do 2 lots of 8. So, oh, good, great. So we'll do two lots of 8. So you can have your hands on your hips, you can have your hands by the sides, you can have your hands up by the face, whatever works for you. That is what we do. We've got nice relaxed knees, nice relaxed ankles. We're just gently waking the legs up. And also you don't need to kick too high or anything. We'll do that on Friday morning, and also the Tuesday lunchtime. I've got a new class on Tuesday lunchtimes with Forever Active. So it's all online, so it's all good. Okay, so here we go. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 2, 2, 3. I'll show you from the side. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Out to the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hamstrings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Size of the ankles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then imagine like you're passing a football forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Take a slightly wider stance and just sink your hips, and we're just very gently going to transfer our weight from one foot to another. So keep it nice and slow. You don't have to go that wide. You can have your feet sticking out, you can have your feet parallel. You're sinking your hips, you're nice and tall, and you're just feeling the weight transfer from one foot to the other. and then down, across and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just stop at 8, 7, 8, and then round in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and sink down. We'll just do a circle. So horizontal circle, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a horizontal circle in the other direction. So it's horse stance. Okay, shake out. Right, I'll show you this from the diagonal view. So you're in your Wu Chi stance, then you turn the foot out, place the other foot forward, heel toe. So if you see it from the front, you're still keeping that shoulder width gap between the heels. Tall through the body, and then we sink forwards and back. So keep breathing. So I want to make sure the knees are in line with the toes. I'm looking forward, I'm listening behind. Okay, try that on the other side. So you start in your Wu Chi position first, so that parallel stance first. You turn your foot out. You place your other foot forward. And then you sink back and forward. Tall through the spine, sink down, lengthen up, relax, breathe. And then sink back and turn, sink forwards and turn. Okay, a little shake out, and try that last one on the other side. So you start in your Wu Chi, you step, then we sink, turn. One more each side. Shake out. Okay, we'll do some Qigong related exercises and then have a look at some of the stepping. Yeah, do make sure you've got some water with you, that we're keeping hydrated. So I went and did some training with Simon on Friday. Simon Hanna's a clinical exercise specialist, and we were doing about how to teach online, which I've been doing for the last 7 months, but never mind. But some very useful tips, and he was reminding about the importance of hydration. So sink down, lengthen up, breathe in and out. Just gather under, so you're in tall bow position, and we're just going to root down. So you just breathe in, breathe out. That's it. So what I'm doing is my hips go up, my hands follow, Hips sink down, my hands follow. I breathe in, my hips go up, my hands follow. I breathe out, my hips go down, my hands follow. Rooting down, also called pressed palms in calmness. Relax the shoulders. Sink the hips. Relax the elbows. Expanding in the palms of the hands. So if I just show you that from the side, I'll come in a bit closer as well. So you imagine a ball. You go around the ball, you come up, you go around the ball, you sink down. Okay, we'll do one more. Wild goose flies. Feel the ground under your feet. Feel nice and calm, comfortable. Just gently breathe in and out. So notice your breath as it goes in. Notice your breath as it comes out. Got this solid connection to the ground. And in your arms and your upper torso, you're feeling soft and light, like water and air. And when finish the one that you're on, just check your posture. Check your posture. Feel nice amount of space under each arm. So Eva, one of my teachers, says imagine you've got a warm bread roll under each of your arms. I don't know if that works for you, but it's quite good. Yeah, Carell, her husband, he says hot potatoes, but I think I prefer the warm bread rolls, I'm afraid. So that's where I'm at. So you cross the hands in front, you just let them float up, parting the clouds. I'll just show you that from the diagonal view. So I'm crossing, I'm opening, I'm keeping a rounded shape in the arms, and then they just float back down again. So it's a little harder to see things two-dimensionally, so I try and show it from different viewpoints, like from the back, the front, the sides and the diagonals, and then hopefully in amongst all that, here's another diagonal, you can actually see what's going on. Just from going to online Tai Chi classes myself, I've sort of worked out what's easier to follow. One more time. Lovely. Okay, so next we're going to do Dragon Plucks the Stars from the Sky. Go a little bit further back and you just stretch up, hold the star and pull down, and then let go and wait for a bit, and then you stretch up, hold the star, pull down and let go. I'm just going to adjust the angle of my laptop so you can see the top of my arms a bit easier. Now my feet have disappeared, but never mind. So we'll just do this. Oh, there you go. I'm in shot. Fabulous. So just feel a gentle stretch. Okay, and then one more time each side. Nice and relaxed. Okay, next move is white crane spreads its wings. So we're like this. And we come back, grasp the sparrow's tail, white crane spreads its wings. I'll go further back. Hopefully you can see my feet. So the footwork goes like this. Cat stance. This is called cat stance. Yeah. So I've got my back, knee and toes are probably pointing towards the corner. The front knee and toes are pointing towards the front. And I'm on the ball of the foot and the heel of the foot is off. And I'm nice and tall in the body. So that the footwork is like this. And I'm placing my feet. Very deliberate. So this is a bit like, yeah, I've got quite a lot of cats in my neighbourhood. And when they're after something, they're very deliberate where they put all their paws. And it's really intentional. And so that's what you want to get, that quality, that cat-like quality with the stepping. And I'll go back a bit. My toes are vanishing now. That's great. So that's what the feet are doing. And then what the hands are doing, I'll come closer for what the hands are doing. So they grasp the sparrow's tail. So it's a sparrow, it's not an eagle. And then white crane spreads its wings. So it goes like that first, and then it slightly comes forward. So it goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And what I'll do is I'll just transfer the weight. So on this side, 2, 3. And on 3, you have 20% of the weight in the front foot when you're in cat stance. But we're just doing the arms for now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the full movement. One, 2, 3. So there's a rounded feel in the lower arm as well. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more each side. White crane spreads its wings. Great. Okay, back in your Wu Chi stance. Just check your posture. Breathe in and out. I'll show you this one from the diagonal view. So we'll just do one arm. So you go like this, you open, and then you push. You circle the arm, bring that round, and push. Turn the palm up, bring the hand to the waist, turn, open the shoulder joint, release the shoulder joint, push. I'll show that from the front. So I feel an opening here and then a release. And my arm keeps a slight bend. If I show you that from the side, keeps a slight bend at the end of the movement. And I'm also sinking my hips. Okay, relax that arm. Just let that. And we'll do the other side. So, yeah, I'll show from this diagonal. 1, 2, 3. Sink the hips. 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let that relax. Right, we'll do it together now. So it's called Pulse the Monkey Health Exercise. So go 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 happen together. 1. Show you from the side. So it goes 1, 2, 3. Not bad. 4. Okay, one more. Sink the hips. And relax. And I'm going to move the laptop down again because my feet are out of focus, out of shot. Brilliant. Okay. Next, take a slightly wider stance. Yeah, still not quite right. Hang on a minute. That's better. Take a slightly wider stance. So not a huge, this is a small horse. It's not a huge horse. And we're just going to transfer our weight from one foot to the other. We're going to sink our hips, lengthen through the body. Relax the shoulders. Relax around the jaw. Softly gazing forwards, listening behind and above. Okay, now this time we go that way and then turn. We go that way and then turn. And hold the ball. So we're doing the bear. So imagine you've got a big beach ball and you're holding it against your chest. And you're just going to the corners. So just to the corner, not any further than the corner. Transfer the weight, turn. Transfer the weight, turn. I'll show you that from the diagonal. So transfer the weight and turn. I'm scanning with my relaxed and alert gaze from one corner to the other. So, you know, you might be looking for loo roll or something, and you're scanning along the shelf. So, Tai Chi supermarket shopping, very good. Daily life training. So, one of my inspirations of Tai Chi, Master C.S. Tang, he has this thing called daily life training. So, you always find practicing for daily life. It's great. So, this is how you'd scan the supermarket shelves. Okay, now hold the ball. We're going to transfer the weight, part the wild horse's mane. So it's this big open feeling across the chest. You bring your arms across, hold the ball again. Now you're on the other side. So I'll do the counting. 1, 2, 3, hold the ball. 4, transfer the ball. 1, part the wild horse's mane. 2, bring the arm across. 3, hold the ball. 4, transfer the weight. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from the back, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Palm up, palm down. 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake it out. Okay. So, feel the arm go down. Stay upright. Scoop under. Turn the waist. Hand moves. This is called reeling silk or chansi gong, reeling silk, silk reeling. So we will have a look at some of the standing postures maybe next week or the week after, but it's just quite nice to move around. Yep, not bad. So you want the arm to feel soft and light, and like it's floating. It's floating. Breathing, very good. Right, that was so lovely. We're going to do it on the other side now. So again, you can have a narrow Wu Chi, or you can have a slightly wider than normal, almost bordering on a small horse stance. So you cultivate this light feeling in the arms and a solid feeling in the legs. Solid feeling in the legs. Okay, and then seamlessly. Wave hands like clouds. So sink the hips, turn the waist, rotate the arms, transfer the weight, sink the hips, turn the waist, rotate the arms. I'll show you that from the back. Keep breathing. So you gently breathe in, you gently breathe out. Okay, and then yeah, just relax a sec. Okay, demonstration. Yeah. So observe. So we're doing it with a side step. So we'll do 3 side steps in one direction, and because we're in small rooms, we can't go very far. So we just give it a go. See how you get on. 3. Have I got room for one? Oh, I can do 4 in this direction. And then just so sideways walking, very good for balance, very good for cultivating balance. So I'm sinking my hips, I'm turning my waist, my arms are light and soft. Don't worry if you haven't quite got it. We've been doing this for weeks, so we'll, you know. That's it, yeah, good. So eventually, you know, it sorts itself out. So this is wave hands like clouds, the stepping exercise. So I really love the name. I like looking at clouds when you know, with a nice blue sky and beautiful clouds. So you can imagine you're kind of moving them. Okay, we'll do one more side stepping line. That's very good, everybody. And we're breathing. And then have a little shake out. And just go back to the more static exercise in that the feet aren't moving. The non-foot moving exercise. So we're just... So... Nice. And just out of curiosity, compare it with the bear. And then back to cloud hands. One more each side. Have a little shake out. Great. Okay, so what we're going to do next is have a look at an exercise in bow and arrow stance. So we've done Wu Chi stance, we've done horse stance. You can also do bow and arrow stance. I'll show it from the diagonal view. So I'm in my Wu Chi, and then I place my foot here like this, and that's the bow and arrow stance. It's also called Gong Bu. And then what I'm going to do, what we're going to do is a little exercise that works this movement. I'll just show it first and then we'll build up to it. So inspect the horse's mouth so that fingers point into the crease of the wrist, and this is, so that's the shape. Inspect the horse's mouth, then we flip the hands over, you sink the weight back, you turn, roll back. Now if I'm facing front, then my back hand is pointing to the side wall. My front hand, the fingers are pointing to the side wall, but additionally my Lao Gong point, so that's called palace of the mind, it's an acupuncture point on the hand, palace of the mind, or Lao Gong in not particularly well pronounced Mandarin, sorry about my Mandarin. And then there's this point here called your Ki Hu point, on that's lung meridian, lung 1. So you line them up, looks like that, and then ward off, separate the hands, double-handed push, and we're going to do it lots and lots of times on that side, and then lots and lots of times on that side, on the other side. Now I find it's easier for people to see on a two-dimensional screen if I'm doing the diagonal view, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so first and foremost, feel the feet. Sink your hips, sink your shoulders, sink and relax your muscles, and then lengthen. Lengthen through the top of the head as you sink your hips. Think of your bones, your support bones, as this upward feeling in the support bones. Take a couple of slow, deep breaths. Nice and relaxed. So you feel very comfortable and slightly springy in the body. So kind of slightly positive. You turn your foot out, you place your foot forward. And then we sink back, we hold the ball. So we'll go nice and slow. We transfer the weight, turn, inspect the horse's mouth. Turn the hands over, roll back. Bring the back hand to the wrist of the front hand. So just behind the wrist, ward off. So this is a 90-degree shape, 90 degree. Like you're taking a glove off and double-handed push. And we just keep going. Inspect the horse's mouth. So you feel the weight transfer. Roll back. Ward off. Double-handed push. So hopefully if I've remembered to press play for the recording, you'll be able to see this all over again. Am I recording, Amy? Or have I forgotten to record? Hang on, keep going. I'll just check. I am recording. I'm recording. It's okay. We can all relax now. Thanks, Amy. And I will just do this. Yeah, sometimes I forget to record, and then like one of my classes, which is supposed to be an hour long, there's only 48 minutes of it, or 38 minutes. That's rubbish, but never mind. You're doing really well. So don't worry about getting this 100% accurate. It's perfectly okay to practice a variation while you're still trying to get the hang, you know. Right. And then when we get to double-handed push, we'll go on to the other side and have a little shake out. We'll have a look at detail in another class. It's more about yeah, it's a bit like if you're learning a tune in music. Sometimes it's quite nice just to play the tune a few times, even if you haven't quite got all the notes yet. It's okay. So we're just sort of getting a feel for the music, and we'll worry about detail later. It's just getting everyone moving. It's quite sort of, a bit cold, damp outside, and you wanna get moving. So other side. So we're stepping into our gong boo stance, our bow and arrow stance. We're nice and tall. Again, you're softly gazing forwards. You're listening behind and listening above. Hold the ball. Rounded feeling in the rounded shape in the arms. And then we go inspect the horse's mouth. We'll go nice and slow for the first few. Turn the hands round, palm down, palm up. Sink the weight back. Drag the hands in with you. Now you turn to the side and your fingertips point towards the side, and your Laogong point, your palace of the mind, is in front of your lung one, or your Kihu point on the lung meridian. Then you bring the hand in, you turn your waist to face front, you sink forward, separate the hands, sink back, elbows out slightly, and then double-handed push. So in double-handed push, if you see from the side, you keep a slight bend in the elbows and an open feeling in the palms of the hands. Nice and like they've got a bit bigger, like your hands have got a bit bigger. And then relax the hands. Transfer the weight. Inspect the horse's mouth. Tall through the spine. Roll back. Ward off. Double-handed push. Inspect the horse's mouth. Roll back. So you feel an opening feeling in that shoulder. Then you release that into a ward off. Double-handed push. Sink back and turn. Inspect the horse's mouth. Roll back. Ward off. Double-handed push. Great. We'll let that cook for another week. Have a little shake out, so you can just feel that your whole body is like a big soft spring. Okay, so we've been having a look just to keep things on the boil. We were having a look at the first two bits of Fair Lady Works at Shuttles, which is actually in the latter half of the short form. I can't see anything on my screen. Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks, Amy. So we're transferring. So we're just going to the corners, and then the front hand goes like this, and the back hand's like that. So if I show you from the side, the front hand, it's like a roof, like a triangle. If you had them both together, it'd make a triangular shape, but actually you're pushing forward, and from the side it looks like that. So we're just going to start from here. Step. Fair Lady Works at Shuttles, or Jade Maiden Works at Shuttles. It's also called Four Corners, but we're only doing two of them because there's a footwork, and that, especially because we've got a couple of brand new people. I'd like them to come back every week, so we don't want to put people off. So that's great. So feel that you've got lots of space. So this is rising up, and it's like you're lifting a curtain and opening the window to have a little peek. Fair lady works at Shuttles. Step, shoulder, elbow. Lovely, that's great. That's really good. Okay, let's do one more. I'll show it from the side as well. There we go. So it's quite a narrow stance. So lengthen through the spine. Okay, one more time. And relax. We'll try that on the other side. So I'm in cat stance, and I go from cat stance to a narrower bow and arrow stance. Cat stance to bow and arrow stance. Hold the ball. Jade Maiden works at Shuttles. Hold the ball. Jade Maiden works at Shuttles. Show from the side. Tall through the spine. And relax. So just so you can see that in context. So at the latter half of the form, we've just done. I'll just show you what goes on. So just watch. No need to join in. So box the tiger's ears, and then we go into kick with left leg. Snake creeps down. Golden cockerel stands on left leg, and then snake creeps down. Golden cockerel stands on right leg, and then it goes into fair lady works at Shuttles. So you go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So and then it goes into searching for the golden needle at the bottom of the seabed. But we'll just stick with this for now. 1, 2. So we won't do all 4, but what we'll do is we'll just do a little exercise. Now we've done it all on one side, we can then do it consecutive sides, and then go right back to the beginning of the form, and maybe, so we're kind of building it up from both ends. I also teach another forms class on Friday, but we've actually done the whole of the first half of the form and are going through that. Do have a look at the videos actually online. They're worth checking out as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. And just try it as a little exercise. So fair lady works at Shuttles. Now we've done it one side, and we come back, and the other side. Come back. So it's a useful coordination exercise. Okay, and then we'll do one more time each side. Okay, shake out. Right, so for the final part of the class, we're going to have a look at the first half of the short form. And so the form we do in that I'm teaching in the online classes is 24 step. So the Beijing 24 step, it was invented in the 1950s, and normally, like traditionally, Tai Chi forms are quite long. So the other form that I practice, the Chen Long form, that takes about sort of between 20 and 30 minutes to do. But in the 1950s, they didn't really have as much time to spend, so they wanted a form that you can do in 7 minutes. And there are shorter forms that have been worked out since then, but 24 steps, a very nice form to do. There are, if you send us an email, I can send you, one of my students film me doing the whole of the 24 step. That's on YouTube, so I can send you the links for that, and then you can see it. And it's just a very nice, relatively straightforward form. Some forms are quite complicated. It's quite good to do. So the first move we do of the main movements of the form is part the wild horse's mane. I'll just we'll do that as a walking exercise. And I'll just show that to you from the, actually I'll show it from the diagonal. So you start holding the ball, you step, part the wild horse's mane, you sink the weight back, you turn, you hold the ball, turn out to the corners. So I'm either facing front or I'm facing the corners. So I'm at the front, then I'll sink back, I'll face one corner, now I'll turn to the other corner. I'll show you that from the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay, we'll do it, and then we'll break it down a bit. But let's just get a feel for the movement. So you start in hold the ball, and you're in cat stance. You start in cat stance. You step, heel first, then the toes, and you transfer the weight. Part the wild horse's mane. Front hand palm up, back hand palm down. You sink your weight back. You turn to the corner, and you're doing your soft focus gaze. Hold the ball. Sink forwards. Step. Sink back. Turn. Keep breathing. Very good. Good effort. Just about room for one more. And then once you run out of walking space, you just keep going, really. Okay, we'll get to the end of the line, and then we'll just have a look at the feet. We'll do some Tai Chi walking exercises. Okay, shake out. So Tai Chi walking, we've got a 2-part walking drill and a 4-part walking drill. What I'll do is I'll bring the laptop thing down to hopefully get a bit more foot space. Hopefully I haven't chopped my head off. No, I haven't. Great. So We're just going to do this heel toe, transfer the weight, and we're looking forwards, listening behind. Imagine you've got a low roof. So, and I just have my hands hanging by the side. You can have them in the front and place your hands on your tummy, on your lower dantian, so you can feel what's going on. But it's actually quite nice just to let the arms hang. And what we're going to do, we're just going to walk for a bit. So again, you want to cultivate. Yeah, while we're walking, I'll talk us through it, I think. So you start in your cat stance. Now a very short step, heel toe. And it's like a cat placing its paw very carefully down. And we've got a nice tall feeling, we've got a head floating up, we're sinking the hips. Cat stance, heel toe, transfer the weight. And you transfer the weight into the front foot, the back foot peels off. That's it. Good. So this soft, springy feeling in the feet. So again, like you're walking on soft sand or on a nice thick carpet. And then when you run out of room, you turn round. So moving slowly like this, it's a great way of really strengthening the postural muscles in your legs. So you can think of muscles as having two modes of action. So either a supportive mode or a postural mode to help support the joints, or a moving mode. So say you're going for a run or you're doing some boxing, that's when you're using the muscles more aerobically and in the actual more in like faster movements. So sink the hips. Again, you've got your low roof, you're looking forward, you're listening behind. And okay, just so we can, you can also go backwards. So you go toe, heel, then you transfer. So try backwards, and then that really does, that works your hamstrings. Oh, got a wall there. Try another line of backwards walking. So it's a good one to practice doing the walking. Okay, shake it up. That was walking forwards and backwards. Now the 4-part walking pattern, which is what we use in Part the Wild Horses Mane. Actually, I'll show from this diagonal, just so you can see more of my body. So I start in holding the ball, I step out. So I imagine a rectangle, a shoulder width rectangle, or tram lines that are shoulder width apart. I part the Wild Horses Mane. I sink back and turn. I sink forward. And if you just look at the feet, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, heel, 2, toe, 3, sink back, 4. So my feet either point to the front or they point to the corners. And the other thing you want to try and do is make sure the knee is in line with the toes. So, and you want to sink your hips. So let's just try walking, and we'll go back to the Part the Wild Horses Mane. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe room for one more. One, just about. 2, 3, 4. So on 3 and 4, I'm facing the corner. On 1 and 2, I'm facing front. 1, 2, face front. 3, sink back and turn. I'm facing the corner. 4, facing the corner. 1, front. 2, front. 3, corner. 4, corner. And then one more. Okay, hold the ball. Cat stance. And then part the wild horse's mane walking exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step. Part the wild horse's mane. Breathe. Sink back. Sink forwards. So. Oh, we've run out of room. Start again. Nice. And relax. Okay, so for fun, we're going to have a look at the first part of the short form from the beginning. And we do 3 lots of part the wild horse's mane, and then we end up with white crane spreads its wings. And then I'm just going to have to adjust the laptop again, so I've got more arm space up top. I should hopefully... No. That should do the trick. So what we're going to do, I'll just demonstrate. So I'm going towards my right, you go towards your left. So we're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, sink down. Transfer the weight. Push out. Gather under, hold the ball. So you're in cat stance. And then we do 3 lots of part the wild horse's mane. I'll just show you these. I'll do them quicker than normal. Just so 2, 3. And then we get to our third one. I'll show you from the front. You sidestep, grasp the sparrow's tail, and white crane spreads its wings. There we go. So we'll just go to there just to make sure everyone's sort of caught up. Yeah, let's just go for it. We'll do it a few times, and I'll do it nice and slowly and give people space to kind of catch up. And those of you that have done this before, posture. Focus on your posture. Focus on the contact with your feet and the ground. Focus on your connection throughout the body. So start in your Wu Chi. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out and begin. Raise the hands up. Breathe the hands in. Sink down. Bring the hands down. And then just breathe naturally. Transfer the weight. Raise the hands up to shoulder height. Turn on the heel of your right foot. Push out. Gather under. Hold the ball. So you've got you're in cat stance and your left cat stance. Now step. part the wild horse's mane. Sink back, turn to the corner. Turn to the outside corner. Step. Part the wild horse's mane. Sink back and turn. Step. Part the wild horse's mane. Go into cat stance. So then side step. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Show you that from the side. White crane spreads its wings. And then slide forward 20% of the weight in the front foot. Okay. Let's do that. We've got 2 more to go, I think. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and begin. Push it out. Gather under. Hold the ball. Step with your left foot. Part the wild horse's mane. Sink back. 3, 4. Swing the foot in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side step. Grasp the sparrow's tail. White crane spreads its wings. 20% of the weight in the front foot. Okay, once more, and then we'll let that cook for a week. Breathe in and out. And then breathe in and begin on the out breath. 1, 2, 3, sink down. 1, transfer the weight. Turn on the heel. 2, push out so your weight goes into the back leg. 4, gather under, hold the ball. Left cat stance. 1, step. 2, part the wild horse's mane. Sink the weight forward. 3, sink the weight back and turn. Hold the ball. Hold out again. 4. 1, step. 2, part the wild horse's mane. 3, sink back and turn. Turn out again. 4, sink forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this time 5, cat stance. This time side step. 1, side step. 2, grasp the sparrow's tail. 3, white crane spreads its wings. And 4, 20% of the weight in the front foot. And then this time 5, 6, hold the ball by the hip. And relax. Shake out. So what happens next is brush knee and twist step. I'll just show you that from the diagonal. So we've just done white crane spreads its wings. That's done that. And then we go brush knee and push, twist step. Brush knee and push, twist step. Oh, feet have run out. Never mind. Brush knee and push. And then it goes to spear hand into play the peeper. So we'll throw that one on next week. Oh gosh, right. Just feel the ground under the feet, nice and tall in the body. Breathing. Take some time as you breathe in and out. Notice the breath as it goes in. Notice the breath as it comes out. Notice the contact with the feet, and we'll go back to this exercise that we did right at the beginning of class. Well, some of us did. Yeah. And then we just keep breathing nice and relaxed. So you might feel a bit different to how it did at the beginning. Yeah, you're all looking more connected. So that is a very good sign. A very good sign. Yeah, I did start late. I was having issues with my microphone, so I want you to get your full classes worth. So we're just, yeah, good. Okay. Chi cleansing exercise or chi calming exercise. So you just breathe in, raise the arms up, bring the hands over the top, scan down the front of the body, and as you scan down the front of the body, you imagine your back muscles being softly but firmly stroked. So you're still lengthening along the spine. You breathe in, breathe out. Fab. So we'll do one more of these. And then embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. So you raise the arms up, open the palms, bring the hands in, sink the hips. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So this whole class will be a video on YouTube once I've got new video editing software I'm trying to navigate. So I've almost caught. Most of my videos are up to last week now, so I've almost caught up. Just got to put Thursday and Friday's videos on, and then we've caught up with ourselves. So do have a look at the YouTube channel. Light and soft arms, strong legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's another chi cleansing exercise. This time I'll just put my glasses down there. Rub the hands together and polishing the face. So this helps you, according to Master Chung, to look younger. There you go. So it's like you're smoothing out your face. And then you rub the hands together again. And then give your lower back a nice rub. Oh, fab. Breathing in and out, very good. And just feel the ground under your feet and just feel that you've got lots of space. You're feeling comfortable. You're feeling calm. You've got a good, solid contact with the ground. Just breathe in and out. And then make a fist with your right hand. Bring your left hand over the top. Bring your feet together and